Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Plan B Success. Every time I come across a news article that hints on the foils of a political figure, which we see a lot nowadays, the anarchy of their reign or the decadence of their lifestyle, the poverty and famine that a certain community is enduring, or the riots and revolution in a state, I inadvertently reflect on Maslow's theory of the hierarchy of needs. The theory talks about the path an individual would take in fulfilling one's needs. Starting at the bottom of the pyramid, the basic needs of food, clothing, and shelter would need to be fulfilled initially, followed by the need to be safe and secure. Once that's fulfilled to a comfortable extent, the focus is on fulfilling the need for belongingness, for love, for affection. After that is the need for self-esteem and the need to be recognized by society, as well as the need to have a healthy self-respect. And finally, self-actualization, the need to be above all things materialistic, the need to find your inner self. In order to get to the next level of needs, the initial ones would need to be fulfilled. That's what Maslow's theory of hierarchy of needs says. For instance, someone whose basic need for food is not fulfilled and for whom hunger always looms in the horizon will not give thought to the next level of needs such as safety or maintaining relationships until his or her basic hunger is taken care of. They just can't think of anything else until that need is taken care of. And once that need is fulfilled, focus shifts to fulfilling the next level of needs. Physiological needs, the need to remain safe, and the need for love are all needs based on deprivation, or rather are physical in nature. These can actually chisel the kind of person one is going to be in terms of their behavior, nature, and outlook towards life. The other two needs are more psychological in nature. They are fulfilled for psychological satisfaction, not physical. Coming back to those news articles that I read, and when I read these articles, I always ponder on where the fine line is between these. A politician is way beyond the first three needs, or perhaps at least the first two. But then the thirst for the last two seems unquenchable. Ironically, they seem to see themselves on a higher plane, trying to satisfy their self-esteem and self-actualization needs, but they do it through hoarding for the other three needs, for their physical needs. So what are they doing? Are they working on their higher needs? Or are they trapped working through their three lower needs all through their lives and careers? I think the answer is that they never evolved to the stage where they can ponder on their higher level needs. And the fear of their lower level deprivations is so strong that they never rid themselves of the need to satisfy these lower level needs. What do you think? It's so ironic that immediately after one passes away, so much is said and shared about the person. Recently we've seen Kobe Bryant passed away, and there's so much that's being said about that person. People are mourning him, and of course his daughter and all the other 7 people that died along with him. And at the same time, there's so much more being said about the person after they have passed away, about his legacy, and some regrets where people haven't met him in recent times, although they had been planning to do so for weeks and months and such. Well, it's the same case with someone at work leaving for another opportunity. Everyone wants to go out for that farewell lunch with them before they leave. Over the last few days before they leave, colleagues and supervisors want to let them know what a splendid job they did and how they will miss them. Once gone, they will probably be talked about for a few days, and then into history they enter. It's like the light shines the brightest before it fades away. If the same compliments were shared while the person was alive or the employee was still at work, what a world of difference it would have made for them and to the relationships that they cherished. It would perhaps add a few more years to their life, both literally and at work. the relationships reminisced about would have been much stronger and sweeter. There would be no regrets at all when the person left for a better place, or perhaps this would have been the best place they had ever been to. Take the time to consciously share your positive sentiments. Everyone loves a good word about themselves or a pat on the back. It boosts and invigorates their spark of life. It makes them yearn for more, thus has them strive to do better at work and in life. A smile, a good word, and a pat on the back go a long way for each of us. Yet there is very little of it passed around in this rat race of life. It's a habit that has to be developed. After all, what goes around comes around. Hey, I hope you liked that episode. Do check out my website, rajivmudumba.com. And by the way, do check out Top Podcast Mastery Program that's out there on the website. And if you're interested in podcasting, if you're interested in creating a brand image for who you are and what you have to offer, definitely check that course out. I'm sure it's going to provide you immense value, and it'll cut short your journey of researching podcasts by the weeks into a couple of hours to get started and moving on it. Thank you very much.